Hello everyone and welcome to Skincare with Hyram. If you don't know who I am, my name's Hyram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. Wow, the new year is here. 2022 is coming to a close. Thank God. Oh my God, this year. 2022 was a year. A lot different than I think a lot of us have expected. I don't know about you guys, but this year, oh my goodness, I feel like just collectively, we are all at the very end of our rope, right in time for the beginning of 2023. And have you noticed that I don't see a single person online saying that 2023 is gonna be their year? I think we're all just exhausted and we don't wanna jinx it. This video is gonna be a little different than my normal videos because there's a few things I want to cover, but more than anything, I really just wanted to make a video reflecting on this last year, opening up and letting you guys know about some big announcements. I feel like for me, and probably a lot of you guys who are watching too, 2022 has definitely been a year of a lot of lessons. I think it's been a year of growth in a sense, uncomfortable growth, but still growth, change, adjustment, focus on mental health. As I've connected with other people and had conversations and seen what the online landscape is like, I think a lot of us are ending this year having gone through a lot of difficult things, but also having grown a lot. And I really wanted to share with you guys what I've learned over this past year, as well as some of the things that I'm grateful for, and just have this be an overall reflective video. But I want to make a few announcements first. The first one being that I'm going to be taking a little break from posting YouTube content. Don't worry, it's not a long break. It's just going to be for like the first half of January. And I'm going to get into this later in the video, but this year has definitely been pretty stressful for me. And I feel like I definitely need a break. There's a lot of exciting things that I'm working on in 2023. And I feel like January was just the right time for me to take a short break, not overly stress myself out, and just take some time for mental clarity and growth. So thank you guys for always being so patient when I have taken breaks. This previous year, I was able to actually take my first vacation, my first time off ever since I've started YouTube. And you guys were so awesome about it and I really appreciate it. But don't worry, I will be back with some really exciting and fun videos that I've never done before. So make sure you stay tuned. The second announcement is a pretty big one and it may seem sad at first, but I don't want you guys to be sad because I promise there's also good news as well. But I've started seeing comments and questions from you guys asking why you're not seeing Selfless by Hyram at Sephora stores, why you're not able to find the products. And I've had people asking me like, is Selfless by Hyram closing down? Are you guys going away or discontinuing the products? I first want to say definitely not. Selfless by Hyram is alive and well. You can still find all the products at selflessbyhyram.com, but I wanted to let you guys know that Selfless by Hyram will no longer be sold at Sephora. Since we launched Selfless in June of last year, we have had a wonderful relationship with Sephora, all of the beauty advisors, and of course all of you guys who have supported the brand by shopping in stores or online. We seriously have so much gratitude to you guys for supporting and to the entire Sephora corporate team for making this launch possible. Simply put, basically due to changes in direction and retail adjustments for both Sephora and for Selfless by Hyram, our products will no longer be sold at Sephora. Like I said, we're so grateful for the incredible support that Sephora showed us at launch. Like it was such an incredible moment, but changes happen. The skincare industry is changing and we're happy to say that we still have a wonderful relationship with Sephora. And we are of course still dedicated to our mission of connecting people with really effective skincare products while continuing to spark global social change through our charity partners. The good news is that we are really excited to expand into new retailers in 2023, which will allow the product line to be more accessible to you guys, expose new people to the Selfless products and the ingredients that we stand by. And as much as I would love to, we cannot yet reveal who the new retailer is, but just get ready guys, it's a huge moment, a really, really big deal. And I am so excited to fill you guys in. So don't stress, don't worry. We're really grateful for our time at Sephora and we cannot wait to reveal where Selfless by Hyram will be expanding to next. So stay tuned y'all, exciting things are coming. Anyway, now that those announcements are out of the way, I'm really excited to talk about the lessons I've learned throughout the course of 2022 and kind of have a conversation with you guys. Just open dialogue because I would love to hear your thoughts and recommendations in the comment section and hear your thoughts, experiences, or even just advice. I always love the new year because it's always an opportunity for me to really reflect on what's happened over the past year and making better decisions and more positive self-growth over the next year. I know that there's so many people out there that are like, it's just a day, you can do this any day of the year, why is it New Year's? Shut up. Don't rain on my parade, okay? I'm trying to be better. But when I was thinking about this video, I was like, what are the biggest lessons that I've learned over the course of this last year? And like I said before, 2022 for me personally has not been an easy year. It's actually been a really challenging and difficult year for me personally. And I know it's the same for a lot of people out there. I can't tell you how many times throughout the course of this year, I would just talk to people in my life and be like, are you guys like fucked up right now? Is it just me or is this year like absolutely terrible? And I feel like it's like that for everyone. I've never seen so many mental health posts on TikTok, people talking talking about how they're struggling this year. I think it's just been a really difficult time for a lot of us who are getting out of the COVID pandemic, kind of still reeling and not having processed that trauma, trying to make life go back to normal when it's not. The economy has been rough. Like, there's so many factors that I think have contributed to why a lot of us are really struggling. But for me personally, the biggest lessons I've learned this year are, first, that I need to better prioritize my mental health. This was the most blaringly obvious lesson I think out of everything I learned this year, because not gonna lie, my mental health really struggled this year. I was put up to a lot of challenges that really impacted my mental health. And I will say it's not necessarily, at least for me, because of anything that was happening externally, because I'm happy to say so many amazing things happened in my life this year that I'm so grateful for. But if you know mental health, everything could be perfect around you and your mental health is still affected. At least if you have depression like me. If you don't, then I'm jealous, bitch. Tell me where I can buy your mental health. But being completely honest at the same time with you guys, like, skincare content online is just not what it used to be. I think overall people just aren't as interested in deep diving into the world of skincare. I feel like at this point, a lot of people have figured out their skincare routines, they're happy with it, and a lot of the buzz around skincare that we've seen over previous years is just not where it's at right now. I feel like in a sense, the skincare community is kind of going through what the makeup community went through, where there's actually a huge surge of interest, and now it's, died down a little bit, dissipated. And you know what? That's totally fine. That's literally how the internet works. Skincare information is out there. It's so much more accessible, which I think is amazing. I think people are feeling a little overwhelmed with the product selection and the information, which I totally get. But I will say, as a content creator, it is a daily challenge to not internalize what is happening within the skincare space externally and feel like you're at fault, It's very easy to compare myself now compared to where I was at, say, like in 2020, and feel like it's because there's something wrong with me, that, people don't like me as much as they used to, or I'm boring, or blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to go down that mental train because it's really pathetic and really depressing. But I will say that has been a factor on my mental health, and, it's normal. I feel like anyone who works in the content creation space feels this at some point, and it's a struggle, but the main thing I remind myself of every time I follow this mental pattern is thinking about how I can help people feel better about themselves, how I can teach people about skincare in a way that helps improve their confidence, helps them discover a passion, because that's the whole reason I started it in the first place. And it's so easy to get caught up in numbers and comparisons and all this stuff, but I'm like, that shit doesn't matter. You guys matter. Making a difference in your guys' lives matters most to me, and that's what I just try to stay focused on as much as possible. But at the same time, I have been putting more focus into prioritizing my mental health and taking a lot of steps that are helping to protect my mind, protect my energy, and make sure that I'm okay. And even though it has been difficult, I will say I am pretty proud of myself, because whereas in the past I may not have been able to handle the pressure and the expectations that I currently experience without going fully into self-destructive mode, I feel like I am at a better place to handle that and take responsibility for it. So yeah, I have been focusing on prioritizing my mental health more. And I'm curious, have you guys also struggled with your mental health this year? Like, what steps are you taking, or what have you found helps you most? Because I would love to learn. I'm always on the lookout for new ways to help improve my mental health, and any recommendations I can make from you guys as well. The second lesson I've learned this year is the importance of taking time for myself, which is something I think we all need to do, because a lot of us are feeling overwhelmed and stressed right now. For me, this is the very first year since high school that I literally allowed myself to be able to relax and take time for myself. And that was a really big step for me. I think, last year and this year, I was so freaking burnt out that I kind of essentially forced myself to take time for myself, because my toxic trait, my red flag, is that I always want to be going a million miles per hour, never a dull moment. And that's just not how the brain is made to work. And your body and your brain can only take so much before it goes kaput. And this year I took more time and opportunities to be in situations where I could be 100% in the moment and feel truly at peace and relaxed. And for me, this was going on hikes, going to the beach, going to music festivals and concerts, because that's one of my places where I just have so much joy. Going skiing, listening to music, going on drives. I tried to focus a lot more on doing those things this year because, inevitably for me, they were de-stressors. But at the same time, coming to the end of the year, I still realized that I have been pushing my body just way too hard, and I have to take better care of my body, because the reality is that I'm constantly stressed, perpetually underslept. Like, I'm literally pulling a fucking all-nighter right now. I haven't been exercising at all. And this year was the first time that after doing this for years, I finally realized that my body couldn't really take it anymore. Yeah, I was like super sick the majority of the year. I've just pushed my body way too hard. So I've learned that I really have to take take more time for myself, and that is something that I'm committing to doing in 2023. If you guys have any recommendations for exercise or sleep patterns that, you know, are easy to get into, let me know, because I am so used to just getting no sleep and not exercising that it's really a struggle for me to get back into those things. Like, I literally don't even know how to regularly sleep 7 hours a night. I cannot do it. My body's just not cooperating. So if it's okay, let me know. The third thing I've learned this year is that goals and projects are not everything. Ever since I was a kid, I've always been hyper fixating on accomplishing my goals and taking on new projects and starting a million different things. And I definitely was following this pattern this year until people in my life were like, Hyram, you need to slow the fuck down. You are pushing yourself way too hard and you need to stop taking on new projects and responsibilities. And this year was finally the moment where I was like, yeah, you know what? You are unfortunately right, as much as I don't want to admit it. While I think having goals and dreams is definitely important, accomplishing your goals does not provide meaning unless you are in a mentally and physically healthy state. If you are sacrificing your long-term physical and mental health in the pursuit of a goal, it's not worth it. And I hate saying that because I never wanted to believe that, but it is really true. And that's what I'm working on. I had to press the pause button at the end of this year. After the coffee launch, I was like, you know what? I need to just chill the fuck out for a little bit and actually have something called free time instead of using every working moment to start a new project. And yeah, I'd say that was one of the toughest lessons to learn this year, but it's a work in progress. And then the final lesson I learned this year, and I'm going to be really fucking vulnerable with you guys, I am feeling very lost when it comes to the content that I'm creating. Skincare content isn't what it used to be online, and my main goal of my videos is that I want to be as helpful to you guys as much as possible. I want to be able to help you better your skincare routines, feel more confident, become more educated about skincare, like whatever it is, I just want to help you guys. And I feel like with the different types of content I've been trying to make and experimenting, trying new things, I feel like I'm just feeling very directionless because I don't know how I can best help you guys with my content. And it's been like killing me inside because I'm like, I want to help and I don't know how to. So if it's okay for me to ask, I would love to know what type of content you guys would like to see. If there's anything you're interested in, and it doesn't have to be skincare, it can literally be anything. The main thing is that I want to create content that you guys enjoy and hopefully helps make your life a little bit easier. So whatever way I can help, please let me know what type of content you guys would like to see because I could really use some direction right now. Now, of course, with the lessons I learned this year, I also want to reflect back on the things that I am grateful for from this year. And in preparing for this video, I didn't even have to think about it. This was the first thing that came to my mind. I am so grateful for you guys, for all the kindness and love you've shown me over the past year, not just the past year, since I started my YouTube channel, for all of you guys who stick around and continue to watch my content and continue to support me. Like, you have no idea how much that means to me. And I regularly read your guys' positive comments where I'm feeling disappointed. You truly have no idea how much you guys uplift my life. And I'm so grateful to be in this position, even to be able to recently have taken time off. Like, I'm so grateful to be in a job that allows that. And it's all because of you guys. So for me personally, I just want to say thank you so much for all the love that you guys show. You guys truly mean so much to me. The second thing I'm grateful for this year is that I'm just so grateful to have a job that I absolutely love, to be able to have a roof over my head, to be able to feed myself, and to have a functioning body. I know these things seem really simple, but honestly, throughout this year, when times were really difficult, these were the things that I focused on being really grateful for and reminded myself every day that I am so happy to have. Because there's so many people out there who aren't able to pay for a roof over their head, who don't have access to clean drinking water, or aren't able to buy food for themselves or their families. And I think about this literally every day, how grateful I am to be able to be in this position where I'm able to focus on doing things I love without having to worry about those things and stress about them every single day. Like, I'm so grateful for that. And then the third thing I'm grateful for this year, I am so grateful to be able to have taken time off this year. I know it may not seem like a big deal to you guys. When I posted about it on TikTok, people are like, why is he making such a big deal about taking some time off? And I'm like, you guys have no idea how many years I have just constantly overworked myself and never taken a moment off and just been absolutely overwhelmed with stress. And this year, when I was able to go to Indonesia and the Philippines, was the first time that I was actually able to separate myself from work, not think about it, and just truly take time off. And I'm really grateful for that because not everyone is able to have a job that allows them to do that. And I'm so eternally grateful for that. It really came at the perfect time, and it's all because of you guys. So thank you so much. As I close up this video and we close out the year, I just want to restate that I am so grateful for you guys. Thank you for sticking with me all year. I really hope you guys are taking care of yourself. It is tough cookies out there, and I'm so freaking proud of you for making it through this year, especially all my babes out there who have mental health struggles like me. I am so proud of you, and I'm really looking forward to 2023. At the very minimum, just being able to set new intentions and new goals at the beginning of the year and just start over with a fresh, clean slate. If you guys have New Year's goals, please comment them down below because I am such a New Year's goals whore. Like, I'm literally the obsessive person that buys a new journal and writes out all my goals for the new year and accomplishes like, 10% of them, but better than nothing. But I'm always inspired by hearing other people's goals. So please comment them down below if you have any. And yeah, guys, Happy New Year. I hope you have a good New Year's celebration. Don't get too lit. For me, I'm going to be spending New Year's Eve and New Year's very relaxed, meditating, exercising, feeling peaceful, doing all the things that I really wasn't able to do much of this year, just to start out the year right. And I hope you guys have a really good start to your new year. If you like these types of videos or conversations, make sure you go check out my podcast, Just a Position. I have guests on. I talk about mental health, vulnerability, and personal life stories. If you like this vibe, then you'll definitely like the podcast. And as always, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can see my videos every single week. And I will see you guys in the next one. Happy 2023. Mwah!